Hey everyone, I am helping out a landlord today. They have a new tenant coming in. They want to switch out their locks. So we picked up a Schlage keyed entry with a lever, and we're gonna swap it out. One of the things you can do with these also is you can get customized keying. So when you buy these, you have to look at this here, this code, and each of these numbers is gonna represent a different key. And so if you're going to buy multiple, let's say you have 3 locks you have to replace, you want them all to be the same key, make sure that code is the same number. If they need to be different, like in the case of this office here, where that's a different door, that's a different door, this is a different door, and they need them different keys, you have to make sure these are different codes. So let's open this up and show you what's in here. So what comes with it is we've got our inside or secure side, our unsecure side, and we have our latch bolt. We have our keys, which also there is a code on the key. And interestingly enough, what this translates to is it's the ridges that are on here. So it's 4, 8, 3, 5, 8. So it's how deep they are. So 4, 8, 3, 5, 8. Is the depth of the cuts, and that translates to how long the pins are inside the cylinder. All right, and then we also have a little hardware pack here, which I was just commenting to the cameraman here. I really don't understand why they have to weld these closed because it's a package inside a package, but yep, go Schlage. Let's make it hard to open. And of course it's plastic, and if that rips, it can cut you, so be careful. All right, and then we have our instructions, and we have our bag. Pull this out, show you what's in here. So this is what you use to remove the lever. So you pop that in there, and you can pull the lever off if you need to make any changes. We have our strike plate. This is the smaller version of what goes around the latch bolt. If you have one of those low profile ones, we don't need that, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm going to reuse the old strike plate, so I don't need that. And then we just need a few of the screws. So I only need 2 of these, and I need these 2. I don't need those. All right, so let's get started. All right, so typically what these are set up as is you've got your screws holding the latch bolt in, and then you have on the secure side the screws that hold the lock to the door. And obviously, you don't want somebody to be able to just unscrew it and take it off the door. Okay, first thing we're going to do is put the latch bolt in. The way you want to orient these is the tapered side needs to go towards the strike plate, because that's what is going to cause that to pop in and then close. If you have this flipped around, it'll just butt against it and it won't close. I like to hand start the screws so I don't strip the threads. Stripping the threads is a very easy way to turn a 10-minute job into a couple-hour job. And then I don't lock these all the way down because I prefer to do that by hand so I can feel it and know that it's not overly tight. Okay, that's on there. This does have a little bit of play in it, so I'm okay with tightening these down all the way. Sometimes you have to leave them a little loose. Okay. Then we're gonna take our unsecure side with the rod on it. We're gonna feed that through the hole here. And this is a square piece. You want to make sure that's lined up, and that goes in. And then we're going to take our secure side. Come on. There we go. It has that longer rod here has to actually get its way in to where the unlock lever is. If this is rotated, that may prevent it from going in, so just make sure that it's in the unlocked position, which is vertical. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we have to eyeball in here to look for make sure the screws and the screw holes are lined up. And then get this guy started. Get the other one. I do apologize for the lighting. I did not bring my studio light with me. There we go. Okay. Once they're threaded, then I'll usually use power driver, save a little time. Notice I also used an extension here because I don't want the chuck hitting the lever and damaging the surface, the finish. And again, I'll use the hand screwdriver to secure it the rest of the way. I don't want it to be too tight because then this could bind. So I'm just making it secure enough. And then check and make sure everything works smooth. Lock it, make sure it's locked, unlock it. So like I talked about the other, my other lock video, this has the lockout protection. I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's a Canadian code, it's escape return. So if the door is locked, you go to exit, this is now unlocked. So that way you can't have the door closed behind you and it locks you out. So you have to purposely lock it before you close the door, or you can let the door close and then use the key to lock it. So that's it. This is installed, ready to go. Let me do a quick check with the key. Lock it, unlock it. Everything operates smoothly. We're done. So hopefully that shows you how to install these locks, that if you are replacing an existing lock, it's actually pretty fast. I think that was just a few minutes. If you are doing a fresh install, it might take a little longer, but hopefully that gives you a feel for what it takes to do that. Now, if you do need to change out the lock cylinder to rekey it, you would put this device into a little hole here, and it allows you to, you have to use the key and you turn it and it allows you to free up the cylinder. You could then take the cylinder out and either change the pins or have it changed. But that's what this comes in handy for, is taking the cylinder out of the latch bolt. Hopefully that was a good educational video for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button right down there. And until the next video, see you later.